Okay, we're gonna make a little tea. So I was asked to do a video showing how to make loose leaf tea. It's really simple. There's nothing but you need a teapot. Um, this one has the steeper inside of it where you can put it in here. Or with loose leaf tea, you can use tea. You can make it a tea bag. You can put your tea in the bag. So you can put it in the bag. This is a tea bag, one-time disposable use. You can put your tea in here, or you can brew it directly in the pot. It's whichever way you choose, whichever way you prefer. So I hear our water. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me go get the water. There's our little setup. And I'm gonna go get the water. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm going to mix a little bit because actually I am at the end and most of these is crumbs and I don't like. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some, this is Lady J's blend of lavender and chamomile. I think this is mostly chamomile because I was out. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mix it. I have some hibiscus that I'm gonna mix in with it. I haven't done this before. I haven't tasted. I don't know how it's gonna come out, but we're gonna see. We'll see. We'll see how it comes out. So this is all you do is put your whole leaf tea into the container in your pot. That should be enough. Then we're gonna pour our water. Make sure it's like 120 degrees. We're gonna pour it. Let me see, can I see? Yeah, you can see. So we're gonna pour our water. And I like to use drinking water or filtered water. So I have drinking water, and then I have a pitcher that has a filter. Not pulling enough. Or is it moving slow? Let's see. Yeah. It has a pretty color. Let's see. Yep, we're gonna steep. So we're gonna let that steep for 3 minutes. And then I'm gonna go ahead and show you how you do your bag. So if you wanna do it with the tea bag, all you do is put your leaves in your bag. Put them off in your bag. How much, if you like it strong, you can fill it like halfway up. If you don't, you can just fill it a fourth of a way. I like mine strong. So you put that in there. You pull your string. You set it in your cup. And then you pour your water. And then you let it steep for 3 to 5 minutes, depending on the strength that you want it. And this one is also 3 to 5 minutes, depending on the lightness or strongness whichever way you would like to have it. It determines on how many minutes you would sip your tea. For the light teas, usually 3 minutes is good. For your darker teas, the heavy teas, I usually steep for like 5 minutes. As you begin to use the loose leaf tea and you'll become more familiar with how many minutes it'll take you to get to your desired strength or your desired taste. That'll come along with practice. You know, the more that you make the loose leaf tea, the more familiar you'll become with it. So the amount of steeping time, you will get a general steep time from each tea that you purchase. They'll usually have on there 3 to 5 minutes. So within that 3 to 5 minutes, you determine which one is suitable for you. You decide if you want it 3 minutes, you want it light, or do you want the 5 minutes, you want it strong. I don't normally go to the 5 minutes because to me, the longer it sit, it begins to cool off, and I like mine's really hot. So I normally do the 3 to 4. So I do the 3 minutes, and because I do the 3 minutes, I would tend to put more of the tea in my bag or more of the tea in my pot. So if I use more, then I won't have to steep as longer. But if you use less leaves and you want a stronger taste, then you may need to steep it to the 5 minute. But like I said, it'll depend on um, your desire, your taste, and your strength, how the strength that you want it. And it's just simple. There's nothing much to it. And once you get your tea, then you decide um, what do you want in it. If you want to do sugar in it, if you want to do cream, if you want to do honey, whatever you choose to do. I'm going to use sugar, which I have been cutting back on sugar. So I'm going to use only 1 cube where I normally use 3 to 4. So tonight I'm gonna only use one because I'm cutting back on sugar, and I actually haven't had sugar in 21 days. So I don't want it to tear up my stomach. So here you see my tea. I didn't fill it up, but you see, look how pretty it is. Look at that color. See, it's getting dark because I put a lot of leaves in it because I wasn't gonna let it steep a long time. Um, so I put a lot in there so it'll get there. You see, it look like it shows better this way. See? You see how pretty? See how pretty that, I like the color of tea. I like to look at the colors and the to see it. You see how it swells up when you use loose leaf teas? They expand. It expands. See how it expands? And the fresher the tea, the more it expand. So that's one of my favorites as well. Let's go ahead and sip this one. Now, once you get your tea and you have it at the desired strength level, go ahead and remove. Now, I kind of smash mine a little bit. And then, so you go ahead and you just move it to the side. Um, Normally within a setting, I have some little trays that you actually put these in, and I didn't get them this time. But you just move it over to the side. Do not sip your tea with the bag inside of it. Just don't do it, okay? Just don't do it. Okay. Actually, guys, I didn't put sugar in here, so I guess those 21 days I've become accustomed to not using it. So I'm sipping this without the sugar. But I think what I am going to do, since I had the habis, which it kind of has a little sweetness to it. When I get halfway through here, I'm gonna mix it in, come up with something, see what we're gonna come up with, just to see. We're just gonna see what it come up with, see what it tastes like. I like to experiment and do different things, so pay me no mind. But if I come up with something good, I'm definitely gonna let you guys know. I'm definitely gonna let you know, and I'm definitely gonna share it with you. hmm And just to mention, now that I'm drinking this tea, once you decrease or eliminate sugar from your diet, it, your food or your drinks or whatever tastes different. This tastes different. It tastes more natural. I mean, it's always been natural, but with the sugar, I guess it slightly changed the taste, I would say, which I'm really surprised that I can really drink this without sugar, because before I'm doing this thing sugar mode off. So before I started the sugar mode off, I wouldn't dare do my tea without sugar or honey. And now I can actually do it without sugar or honey. I'm doing it now. And I'm satisfied with the taste. I'm content. Now I'm not gonna say content. I'm pleased with it. I'm pleased with it. Of a better word. I'm pleased with it. Now here's another thing too. Like, if you're not sitting at a table, you always have your salsa. Keep your salsa uh on your up like this. So in case if it spills, your salsa would catch it. However, if you was having tea at a table setting, then you wouldn't pick up your salsa, because you'd be at you at the table setting, and then the table catches your spill if you should spill. You only pick up the salsa if you are not at a table, especially a high table. That's where high tea come from. High tea, high tea came when the ladies had tea and they sat at a table, and the table was high. It was actually high. That's where high tea originally got its name from. A lot of people, I don't think, know that, but that's where it actually came from. But if you sit in like me, not in like I'm in this chair and I'm not in front of the table, um, I will use my salsa. And you see where you put your hand through your cup and hold it like this. I know you guys are used to this, the pinky out. Where did the pinky out come from? That was just a fashion statement. That it does not mean that's the correct way to drink tea, with your pinky out. Because actually, I don't have my pinky out, because I've always had it this way, and I think this is the proper way. Because I was a tea drinker. I've been drinking tea for many, many years. Even as a little girl, I would drink tea. When we had, mom would make iced tea, and I would warm mine up to make it hot tea. And I do remember such fun times when we didn't have tea. We had apple juice. I used to put apple juice in a teacup or a coffee cup and pretend to be drinking tea. hmm I did see my pinky out. Now pinky is out, but the pinky is not up. It's the difference between out and up. But yeah, tea time for me is a way to calm down, relax, unwind, meditate, focus on the word. It's a good time to get in the word. I'm gonna go ahead and mix this habis in here. I'm gonna go ahead and pour this. Now, when you're pouring out of your pot, make sure to always hold your top. Make sure to always hold your top, because you don't want your top falling off. Okay? Always hold your top. And then again, I'm going to teach you, since I had the, remember I had the lavender and chamomile in here. So I'm going to stir it. And remember, we stir from front to back. And this is as to not swirl it around and click up against your teacup. You go front to back. Let's see what this combination gives us. Ha 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 ha. Let's see. Let's see what it tastes like. It's kind of just a tad bit tart, but it's a good flavor. It has a good flavor. See, you can see it. It has a good flavor. Yeah. So yeah, it's not a bad mixture. Well, that's it. I just wanted to jump on and just briefly go over how to make you a quick pot of tea or a cup of tea. So we made a pot of tea. This is the pot of tea. And then we made a cup of tea. So, but at a later date, I will be going into details from start to finish on preparing for your tea time. From picking out your teacup to boiling your water, the type of water, and to set the whole scene of you in your tea time, because that's your time, and it's a time that you take to reflect on yourself, to spend quality time with yourself. So we will be going over it as the year go by. As I stated, we will start back doing our third Sunday tea time, and it's going to be at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time every third Sunday. All right? All right, ladies. Until we meet again, do be blessed.